Hey, good morning. So, Chris and I had quite the experience this month, and I thought I'd share some of it with you. Whether you're a stay at home mom, whether you're a business worker, you own your own business, whether you have a job, whether you're working in the church, I feel like what we went through can relate to you and hopefully can speak to you. For some of you that know us, we have a big business with Plexus. We had a huge goal at the beginning of this month to hit what we called Emerald, and it's basically one of the top three positions in the company. Alongside of that, we were hoping to hit Ruby for me. So Plexus is unique where it allows you to build two businesses at one time. But nonetheless, um, but near the end of the month, we came to realize that really that goal that we were shooting for, that God was putting the brakes on it. That He was saying, I don't want I don't want you to ruin relationships, ruin yourself, and hitting this goal. And so it took some introspect and kind of some soul searching to find out what happened. We were really close, did a good job, and so long story short, the month unpeeled, and we still had a shot to go Ruby, which is essentially 100 people in your business doing a certain amount of volume. And at the end of the night, came to realize we were one person shy of hitting this goal. So we worked our tails off, for the second half of the month and missed two gigantic goals. And once that clock struck 12 and I saw that we missed it, I was confused. I was upset. I've been believing, I've been speaking, I've been doing all the right things that we call forth in the faith world, and but it didn't happen. And so I got up from the table. I was angry, and Krista was so sweet and trying to say, "Hey, we've grown so much," and trying to look at the rainbow. But I was looking at the cloud, and I said, "You know what? I got to go for a walk." And so I went for a walk, and I was just angry. I was angry that I missed the goal. I was angry that I went through this process. I was angry that even today that there's friends of ours on Facebook that we're going to be asking, and we'd have to say we missed it. I had pictures of my kids, asking me first thing in the morning, "Hey, did you make it?" Because our kids are a huge part of our goals, and we communicate what we're shooting for. So all these emotions were just kind of swelling up inside of me, and so it really caused me to do some soul searching. Why was it so important? Why was it so big for you, Chad? And I came to realize, man, and it went deep, and it went really all the way back to even childhood. I came to realize, man, there are some deep rooted insecurities in my life that kind of play out like this: is that we're all looking for approval, whether it's from God, whether it's from man, whether it's from your wife, whether it's from your boss, whether it's from a title that you get at work, whether it's I remember being a part of church for a long time and really hoping that I would be on staff, whether it's that title at the church, whether it's the title at work, whether it's some accomplishment, whether it's the car that you get from hitting a goal for us, whether it's whatever it is. But we can take such identity in hitting some type of goal, and it's not healthy. Obviously, the first one that I mentioned is God, and I think that's really the only audience that we have is an audience of one. I remember telling my son Josiah many times is that when he'd go and play drums for church, I'd say, "Hey, just remember you're playing for an audience of one," because it's so easy to get sucked up in the crowds, get sucked up in all the people that are watching us and seeing what they think about us, and having our identity kind of based on what people think of us. And really, that's not healthy. Whatever goal you're shooting for, those goals are great. I'm saying, hey, shoot for goals, go for them. But when it becomes unhealthy is when your identity becomes wrapped up in those goals, and that you think that you're going to feel better about yourself when you hit those goals. It's kind of what we've termed destination disease. Once I get that house, once I get that job, once I get that car, once I have that kid, once I do this, then I'm going to feel better. And really, the reality is, you look at some of these basketball players, football players, whatever, you see some of them totally waste all their money, end up in dire poverty after their football career's over. And a lot of the reason is because they had destination disease. They thought once they became pro and got the limelight, or once they became a star musician or whatever, that all of a sudden everything would be okay. In reality, it's not. In reality, there's always going to be this gaping hole that only God can fill. And so I'm just coming to you transparently the morning after, like wow, we missed this big goal, but wow, why was it so painful to go through it? And I'm just sharing with you that I really believe is that, from childhood on, is that we build these false securities of ourselves, and our identity, really partakes in these little areas of our life, whether it's our mom or dad and all these different people or sports. And I really believe that God is calling us back to Him, that our identity is Him, and not even what we do for Him, but who we are in Him. Because it's easy to all of a sudden you're in a church, you're doing all the right things, you're in the right ministries, you're cooking food, you're walking the elderly, whatever it is, and you know what? You're looking for something from God, a pat on the back, at a girl, at a boy, but really God just wants us to know, you know what? Without doing any of that, I love you. You're important. You don't have to do anything, say anything, be anybody. You are exactly who I created you to be. And I really believe that's what God is impressing upon my heart today, is that, you know what? Hey, Chad, I love you. I don't care about those goals, but I do care about you, and I do care about your heart, and I do care that you're not getting some false identity, because I want your identity in me. I really believe that's what God is telling me today. And so I just want to pass that along. Hopefully it blesses you. And I just thank you guys all for being a part of our journey. It means so much for friends and family that sewed into this journey this last month financially, buying products, being a customer, an ambassador. We totally thank you from the bottom of our heart. It means so much when you like a comment on us, even if you don't have any, part of our business per se, but that comment, that like means a big deal to us. So anyways, we love you guys. Thank you so much for being a part of our journey, and we'll talk to you soon.